Live and Live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
I will continue to invest in human capital development, Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Boluma declares. Plus, special focus on the SON's offices in Lagos and how you can take advantage of their services in your best interest. Details of these and other stories shortly. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. Please stay tuned.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, brings a new lease of life to Nigeria SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards to improve made-in-Nigeria products for export. We have developed more standards for products like sesame, cocoa, gari, and more, courtesy of our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turned around time for SUNCAP, MANCAP, and other certification processes. SON has intensified market surveillance, raids, and seizures to reduce substandard products in circulation, and offenders shall be prosecuted. Join SON in ridding our nation of substandard products. If you see something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
Welcome back. You're watching Standard and New, reaching you on this station Mondays at 6:30 p.m. The Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Boluma, has expressed his commitment towards developing an effective and efficient workforce in the SON. He was speaking when he inspected the level of work at the National Metrology Institute, NMI, in Enugu, Southeast Nigeria.
This is the National Metrology Institute in Enugu. It's a huge investment by the federal government aimed at facilitating Nigeria's industrial growth and development. It's a world-class facility that will promote accuracy and traceability in the fields of human endeavor. Director General of the SON, Osita Boluma, described the NMI as being key to the development of industries. He said he was impressed at the level of work at the NMI and urged the contractors to double their efforts to deliver on the project in good time.
I believe hopefully by the end of July we should be home free. It should be fully, the NMI should be fully functional and operational. And I also appreciate the effort. I've seen the materials and the lab equipment that were donated by UNIDO. They are quite large, awesome, and formidable equipment that in no time they will start the installation and at the same time training, so that we'll be able to concurrently train, install, and accredit the labs for the good of Nigerians and the West African sub-region.
The SON boss said the establishment of the NMI is part of a conscious plan by the federal government to strengthen the nation's quality infrastructure. The DG was received by the Director, National Metrology Institute, and pioneer president of the Metrology Society of Nigeria, Engineer Obiora Manafa. Engineer Obiora told Standard and You that the NMI is an important aspect of the nation's industrial development.
SON is investing so much money on this project because we know the importance. We are looking at the money all the sectors of the economy we generate, we get, you know, from exports. The manufacturing, they will start exporting their products, you know, to other countries because all those people now have confidence in our products. In agriculture, we are going to export our products. So this is very, very important. If you look at other components of the national quality infrastructure, accreditation, this NMI will facilitate the growth of accreditation of laboratories in Nigeria. It will support conformity assessment, it will support standardization, and so on and so forth. And this is the things we need. These are the things we need to ensure that confidence, that other countries will have confidence in our products, that, you know, boost our export base. Because if our international trade is not strong, then how do we grow economically? So NMI is key. It's the engine room. The NMI is the engine room to economic growth for this country.
He also spoke on the benefits of the Institute to national development.
Benefit of the NMI is enormous. Without the NMI, no country can claim that they are growing economically. The NMI is going to provide accuracy of measurements to all the sectors of the economy, be it the oil and gas, be it agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, education, and what have you, aviation. So without this accuracy, our products that are being exported cannot get the confidence required. So it's going to boost our export base. It's going to boost our economic growth. This is the key that will drive all the sectors of the economy, that will drive our economic growth, that will drive the diversification of the economy, of the federal government of Nigeria. This is a project Nigeria cannot afford to play with. So this NMI is of great benefit. In the hospitals, you go to a hospital, they will diagnose you of a sickness and they give you wrong and inaccurate results after carrying out tests on the patients. So this NMI is going to provide the accuracy, because we are going to have the national standards that are traceable to the SI unit, to the international standards unit, and that is the only way we can beat our chest and say yes, all our measurements are accurate.
The multi-million naira facility, which is at its advanced stage, is being constructed by the government with technical support from the United Nations Industrial Development Organization.
Once it becomes operational, most of the industries in Nigeria and testing labs, calibration labs will get their traceability from this NMI. They don't need to travel outside again. They don't need to go outside the country to calibrate their instruments, like the aviation industry. Aviation industry, they use a lot of torque wrenches. They do so many calibrations in pressure and so on and so forth. Presently, they go outside to do those things. So we're going to save money for the country. We're going to save the hard currency for this country so that they will get this traceability and accuracy locally instead of going abroad to do that.
The institute is expected to commence operation by the end of July 2018.
Standards Organization of Nigeria (SON) brings a new lease of life to Nigerian SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards aimed at improving the exports of the nation's food and cash crops. This explains why we have developed more standards for Nigeria's produce like sesame, cocoa, garri, and more, courtesy our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turnaround time for SUNCAP and MANCAP to reduce substandard products and legal arm to prosecute offenders. Join the Standards Organization of Nigeria in ridding our nation of substandard goods due to consistent market surveillance and raids. See something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving life through standards.
Muna fata shekaru na da za su zo, mutanen mu za su yi la'akari da aikin da muke yi, kuma za su lura cewa ya fi cancanta ka sai abu na kwarai da ka sai abu na arha.
Ka yi mezie n'obodo anyị a, ka yi mee ka ihe a na-eme n'obodo anyị a, ma ihe a na-ebubata n'obodo anyị a ka ọ dị mma. Anyị na-ayọ biko ka anyị jikọọ aka, na asị na ofu aka adịghị ekechi ngwugwu. Ka anyị jikọọ aka ka Nigeria wee wọrọ anyị obodo.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká lajú wálẹ̀ gbogbo tá a bá máa fún wa rà ká lè pé o tó pé ojú òṣùwọ̀n. Èyí tí ò bá yé wa àgbẹ̀ tó bá mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ tó wà sọ́nà. Èyí tá a bá dẹ̀ rà tí ò bá pójú òṣùwọ̀n ẹ lọ sí Standard Organization iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tó bá súnmọ́ yín jù ẹ lọ ṣàlàyé fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
You're watching Standard and You, and thanks for being a part of the program. Understanding the workings of the Standards Organization of Nigeria will, to a large extent, check the distribution of fake and substandard products in Nigeria. In this next report, Standard and You visited 3 offices of the agency in Lagos with a view to understanding their operations and impact on their various stakeholders. Please take a look.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria is a federal government agency tasked with the responsibility of elaborating and enforcing standards for products in the country. The agency has its head office in Abuja and other states of the Federation. Because of its status as the hub of commercial activities in the country, SON has 3 offices strategically located in Lagos. They are the Operational Office in Lekki, the office at Festac Amuodofin, and the office on Kofua Biomi Street, Victoria Island. Each of the 3 offices are being supervised by a coordinator.
We are covering a Munshi local government area, Alimosho local government area, and Ikeja. Companies under our coverage, they actually know what the functions of SON is, but not totally, because we still have a lot of them in the grassroots that we are trying to get to. Most of them have a sort of association, so we meet with the association and arrange with them when we can meet them, maybe in their meeting places. We explain to them what SON is out for. Meeting with them, they've been able to know most of our functions and some of the benefits they will get from Standards Organization of Nigeria, and even having their products certified. Having that logo, ManCap logo on their product, most of them now, their sales has actually increased.
Sun Lagos State Office, they recover Oshodi down to my 2 Kri, and to this Aziz, my 2 Trade Fair down to Badagry and Seme border. So in State Office, we have all the departments that you can find in Sun. We have all the technical departments. We have the administrative department, the technical departments like food tech, chem tech, civil, building, electrical, electronics, textile, leather, chemical technology. Then we have all the administrative offices. And we have all other additional activities represented by DEX officers appointed. Like SUNCAP, we have SUNCAP DEX officer. We have product registration DEX officers. We have consumer complaint DEX officer. Like I said, we handle all these things here and report to the headquarters.
We cover about 8 local governments, namely Apapa, Etiosa, Lagos Island, Lagos Mainland, Surulere, Shomolu, Ibejuleki, and Egbe, about 8 local governments. We have a lot in the Apapa axis and the Surulere axis, but for areas like the island, they are normally business areas. We don't have much of factories there, but there are a few of them. Then places like Etiosa, these are purely residential areas, but we go in to fish out some companies, especially the small-scale industries and the SMEs.
The establishment of the 3 offices is meant to bring the services of the SON closer to Nigerians. Officials of the agency, through the ManCap initiative, provide regular inspections of goods at factories within the state and also conduct unscheduled visits to markets to ensure that goods sold in Lagos and the country are of acceptable standards.
A routine inspection which must be carried out every quarter to ensure that their product is still in line with the provisions of the standards. We have standards for these products, and if you leave the companies for a very long time, the tendency to fall back on certain things that is against the requirements of the standard is there. So we'll keep them on their toes. We make sure we inspect them and make sure they are producing according to the standards at all times.
Where we find it adequate for MANCAP certification, we send same to MANCAP office for certification. And when we go out for market survey, we find new products. From those new products, we trace to the factories where we have not covered. If the products are made from other states, we communicate with the state offices and give them the same so that they can cover them in their own states. We also report same during the regional meetings. So market survey helps us to unfold new products, which from the labeling we trace to where they are manufactured and enforce them to go through the process of MANCAP certification.
The offices have been structured in such a way that Nigerians wishing to take advantage of their services have been and are still doing so without much ado. SON's dedicated and competent workforce has been of immense benefit to stakeholders over the years.
A few years after my company was established, when we started production, SON came to our factory, and then they were in Victoria Island. And then after some 2-3 visits, they said that we'll have a district office close to in Amuodofe. And after some times they came and then informed us of the office. And then we'll be having rapport with them. Their quarterly visits, they come as scheduled, go around the factory, do the needful, give meaningful advice. They make sure they pick your product from production point back to their lab to do their test. And thank God from all they have done with me, we have not found anything wanting in my products. So for me, they are doing what the government asked them to do.
Initially, we thought they were threats. As we go on, we discover there are people to be partnered with. Without SON visiting us on regular basis, on notice, we will have been where we are. Every time they come, they will see a fault, correct it. It was like a check and balances on daily basis.
When they come, they visit the raw material sections of the various departments that we have. They put in the instructions in terms of what is required of us, where it is not well labeled, where it's not well presented, where the raw materials are not, good enough for manufacturing. They tell us, and then by their next decision, they made us to have these small labs that we are having now. They made it mandatory for us, at least we should be able to have a way of analyzing whatever we have actually brought into the system for production.
Wow, Chief Mike, how are you? Fine. I'm going to SON office for the certification of my wheat flour. Oh no, things have changed. SON has simplified all its activities. You could have even stayed back in Kano and process all your papers online. Whoa.
With the efforts of SON, the products of SMEs can now compete globally. SON has put in place necessary machineries in support of the growth of SMEs. At highly subsidized charges, SMEs can now get their certification, laboratory testing of their products, as well as purchase of standards. Meanwhile, SON is carrying out massive seizure of substandard goods in the market and have gotten legal backing to prosecute offenders, all to protect consumers and SMEs. SON, improving life through standards.
Officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria in Enugu, Southeast Nigeria, visited major markets in the state and impounded substandard gas cylinders. The exercise is part of measures by the agency to rid the market of fake and substandard products. The raid was led by Mrs. Mary Rose Ngozi. She warned dealers on the products to always insist on quality, adding that SON will continue to initiate measures to check the distribution of such goods in the country. The officials seized the substandard gas cylinders at the popular Ogbete main market in Enugu State. It's Standard and You, the only authoritative platform where you get to know more about product safety and quality. Next is feedback, and Alimot Osifo is our guide.
Safety is a state of being safe. That is the condition of being protected from harm or other non-desirable outcome. Product safety is one of the things many of us take for granted until it's too late. Have you ever thought about the havoc that a substandard cement can cause? It could result in building collapse, leading to loss of lives and property. What about the fairly used tire on your car, which has been reported as one of the major causes of road accidents? That substandard electrical cable could lead to a fire outbreak. Even consumables such as food, drinks, and cosmetic products must be of good quality, else it becomes a threat to your health. Quality and safety go hand in hand. This is why most substandard goods are dangerous and unsafe for use. As an agency saddled with the responsibility of protecting Nigerians from fake and substandard products, the Standards Organization of Nigeria will not relent in its efforts to ensure only quality and safe products are available in our markets. However, we must realize that we all have a role to play to protect our lives and those of our loved ones from fake products. You can become a safety vanguard by insisting on quality and reporting any case of fake and substandard products to any of SON's offices near you. Hello and nice to have you on the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. Our first message here is from Peter Ayuba from Kaduna. It says, how do I know a substandard product? A substandard product will not serve your need. That is, it will not last. Meanwhile, before you purchase a product, please be at alert. Look out for the certification marks, check the labeling information, and also check the expiry date. I hope that answers your question. Ubo from Port Harcourt says, as a dealer in building materials, how do I partner with the SON? That makes you a stakeholder in the building and construction sector. You can be a part of our sensitization programs and also our stakeholders workshop forum. Please go to Sun River State Office at Ifrit House, Kilometer 1, Port Harcourt on a road by LMA Junction, Port Harcourt. Yaya Mohammed says, thumbs up to you. Thank you so much, Yaya. Abidoye from Ibadan says, please, what is the Standards Organization of Nigeria doing to get rid of fake agrochemical products sold at Agbeni, Ogunpa, and other markets in Ibadan? Of course, the Standards Organization of Nigeria is doing a lot. Thank you so much for your information. We have forwarded your message to SON or your state office. Anonymous message here says, please, where is your office in Mina? SON Niger State Office is opposite Government Day Secondary School, Boso Road, Mina. And that concludes the feedback segment of the program. For any information, you can call us or send in your messages to the number 0705-972-4455. You can also reach out to us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. We have videos online at youtube.com/standardandyu. Enjoy the rest of the week.